And just like that, we're live again. Happy New Year to all you New Year worshipers. Some won't understand that joke, but anyways, to all you celebrators of the New Year, Happy New Year to you. 2026, the first video of 2026, guys. And the forecast for the pepper community today, extra spicy. Woo, let me tell you that. I got some Reaper hot honey. Yeah. And you can see they 86'd the Carolina. No lawsuits happening over here, jabroni. No cease and desist. And if I get one, I will pee no matter who it's from. That's what I'll do. Anyways, yeah, speaking of cease and desist, I'll say this. I seen 3 of them recently, okay? And I know there's more than that, but let's just say this, man. The pepper community is on fire right now. Like, there has not been a day in the past 2 weeks where there isn't some drama going on, and lots of drama, lots of jealousy, lots of cancel culture. I mean, it is everything spicy. Phil is in the building. What's up, brother? I seen you do that Kraken, boy. You went hard in the paint on that one. You just kept pouring it and pouring it. I'm gonna review this Reaper hot honey here. It doesn't say Carolina Reaper. People don't get offended. But anyways, this is from Stephen Happy. So once again, thank you, Stephen, for sending me this. I'm gonna review it and I'm gonna see. Now it's pretty dark, as you guys can see, which could mean that it's a dark honey, or it could mean that it is uh-oh, I got to get this thing off if I want it to pour correctly. So I got something I can... Sometimes you can blow on it. Boy, I can smell the Reaper in it, I'll tell you that. There we go. One of the baby bull cow's crayons. Or pencils, I'm sorry. All right, so, anyways... Heck yeah, Phil. Yeah, that stuff is hot, man. I finish off a bottle of hot sauce in usually 24 to 48 hours max. That's how long it lasts me. And I still got some Kraken left, okay? So let's just say that. But anyways, we're going to review this. And I'll give some words of wisdom, even though I'm not the wisest one. By the way, anybody that's never done so, FireHub. Go to firehub.io. And I think firehub.me may still work. Go to FireHub and make an account. I found, so it's basically the social media for chili heads, right? Take a picture of your hot sauce you're eating that day, you put it on there. You can just post it, or you can do it as a check-in. It's real fun, and it's like today you can get a New Year's little badge, and it goes in your badges, you know, and really fun. And I'll tell you right now, FireHub is great because I can go, because social media, man, I get angry. I do. I see a lot of bad news, a lot of drama, and I can leave that app, and I can go to FireHub, and I can actually scroll, and I can see all chili head stuff. That's it. No drama, no fights, no arguing, none of it. It's just great. It's excellent. Let me tell you that. So Jeremy Fowler's in the building. Jeremy, if you were one of the mods, I don't know. I think I'm not sure. If one of the mods wants to throw the link to FireHub, if anyone sees that, if anybody, it doesn't matter, wants to put the link to the FireHub, they can. But it's firehub.io. It's an app, so just search for it. This is what the logo looks like, okay? Go there and make an account, and you know, you'll like it. It's a good break away from the rat race of Facebook and all that. And so from Stephen Happy, let's try this out. Now I don't know if he made this. It doesn't have a company name, or if he just bought this, because he sent me a whole bunch of stuff from out west. But let's give it a go. Oh Lord, it came out fast. All right, there's a nice little dollop on there. Reaper hot honey, 86 to Carolina. Oh yeah, you taste it. 2026. I've never seen that before. That's awesome. Oh, I don't know how you did that, but thank you. Wow. Yeah. Look how dark that is. That has got lots of Reaper in it. That's a burner, man. And it's beautiful. That slaps right there. Wow. Thank you, Margarita. Is it Margarita? Margarita Escobar, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I've never seen those before. How many subscribers do I have? Like 3,400, I think. Woo! It's in the chest now. Wow. Anyways, guys, drama in the pepper community. Ed Curry, they just did a video last week saying that he's going to start going after people for using the name Carolina Reaper. And then, I don't know, but a couple days later, Hot Ones, First We Feast, uploaded a video. Ed Curry is claiming he can breed peppers up to 7.8 million Scoville units. And he used an example. If you take this pepper that's a super hot and then mix it with this one, because it's bigger, and he's going to breed bigger placentas. And the bigger the placenta, the hotter the pepper. Now, anybody that's ever eaten Primatalis knows that there is some truth. I'm not saying what he's saying is true and that he's going to come up with those numbers. I don't believe that. But if you ever looked at a Primatali, okay, if you take and you cut all the placenta out of that Primatali, there is literally almost nothing left. I mean, the tail and, but if you go ahead and weigh it without the placenta, it's very, and the super hots are very thin-walled. And I guess, in some instances, I mean, when you look at like the Moruga scorpion, how much placenta that has, that's a land-raised pepper. And that took a long time to get to where it is, right? So anyways, wow, this is good. Thank you, Steve. It's great. It's got good heat. It represents the pepper real well, and it tastes amazing. Wow. So I don't think that just breeding for placenta, because guess what? There's so many peppers out there that are most of the weight of them is in the placenta already. I think you can only go to a certain space with that. And I think that if that's the case, if it's the size of the placenta, which I don't 100% buy into that, then you might be able to raise the SHU up a little bit. But I don't think there's any way. You only got 22 subs. Everybody, after this video's over, go to Margarita Escobar and give her a sub. I don't know her, but hey, guess what? She's on here showing love. So check this out. That video, man, people believe it. People are sharing it. And they're quoting it as gospel that Ed's going to create a pepper that's 7.8 million. He claims he's already went past 4.2 million and all this stuff. And it's like, you know what? If he did all that, why wouldn't you just release the test results? Matter of fact, release some of the powder. Nobody can steal it. There's no seeds in the powder. That's my argument. So anyways, all the debate about the Ed Curry thing, other cancel culture stuff going on, I'm not going to get into that. I will say this, though. If you are part of that cancel culture stuff, remove yourself from it immediately. That's my dire warning to anyone, because I've seen it ruin companies. Before I got small companies, before I got into the pepper community, and I've seen it take its toll on some of the pepper community. People, they get this little echo chamber, little following, and they oust everybody else. And then they start the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. separation. 6 degrees of separation. But it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Well, this guy, he reviewed a sauce from this guy. I'm not going to talk to him because I don't like this guy. And then, well, his best friend, he's a YouTuber, and because he's friends with this guy that reviewed a sauce from this guy, I'm not going to be friends with him, and so on and so forth. You get to the point where you're just in this little bubble, right? Everybody agrees with you. And that's where Tone Ranger, what's up? And if some of you guys watching know what I'm talking about, you've seen this stuff happen online. Listen, cancel culture is sickening. I've said this before. I did a video and something Ed Curry said where he was lying 100%. I did a video calling him a liar and showing proof. Guess what? I was on a low sodium diet. I ordered sauce from Pucker Butt. That same week, I ate it. I reviewed it. And I mean, one of them sauces was the yellow super hot blend. I absolutely loved it. I raved about it. I told people go out and buy it. I'm against the cancel culture. Just because Ed Curry's a liar, I think he's hurt a lot of small businesses, no doubt. If I want a product, I'm still going to buy it. That's it. I'm still going to give it an honest review. I don't care about what I think about that person at that time. Same thing with refined and fired chilies, man. I did not like Duffy. And I had him blocked on Facebook and, talked a lot of crap about him. And I ordered seeds from his company. Why? Why would I support such a tyrant? Well, because he had isolated. He had what I wanted. I'm ordering it. Do you really think you like the owners of Walmart? Do you guys like Bill Gates? Most people would say no. And so I think cancel culture has went way too far. I understand not wanting to invest large amounts of money into something that goes against your conscience, that you really, really don't believe in. I don't expect a church to put money into a pro-choice organization or anything like that. So I understand not wanting your money to go to things that you feel are evil and wicked. That's a little bit different. But it's so much like, oh, you did this. There's a guy I just seen. I'm not going to get into the details on it, man, but he made a video and he exposed Jimmy Pickles. Jimmy Pickles has been scamming people for a long time. He's still doing it every single day, ripping people off, not sending them seeds or sending them jalapeno seeds as super hot. Guy did a video. He got pushed back. He got canceled from being a judge at an event, all this stuff. It's ridiculous. And so I think people need to have conversations. Of course, I believe in Jesus. It's JoJo. Yes. Of course I do. I believe in Jesus. I believe Jesus is God. All right. Right, Noah? Heck yeah. Okay, Margarita. Yeah. Exactly. And it's hard, Jeremy. So Jeremy talking about Pepper X, you have to explain to people because this is out of Ed Curry's mouth. When that show, I know it's a YouTube video. It's got, I don't know, probably 1 million views right now. It's got a lot of views. It's a big YouTube channel. They do investigative journalism. They bought the whole Hot Ones lineup with the experience sauce, and they had everything tested. What did they find? Well, they found what Vince Vaughn said when he was on Hot Ones, and he wanted to burn more. He went back to the one with extract, the bomb. And what they did was they said, well, why are these two higher up on the level? But this one's actually hotter, and the SHU numbers that Hot Ones claimed are all BS. None of them are accurate, And Ed Curry, they interviewed him, and just they only put that one little clip in where they interviewed him, and he said, "Well, the general public doesn't know. They don't know any better, and it's marketing. Like basically, he admitted it, man. They're just throwing these numbers out there. They're just throwing these numbers out there, and that's what really like I said, going back to that lying and making these false claims in order to make money. Yeah, Ed Curry's done it. He said that Hot Ones, that Triple X Last Dab way back, which was the mildest one, the mildest of all the Last Dab sauces. The best tasting, by the way. I love that sauce, and I could buy it as a decent price. I would keep it in my house. I love it, but it's $30 a bottle, or it was then. I seen him say this sauce is $2.4 million. I bought it. My wife threw a fit. Why the hell would you spend $30 on a bottle of hot sauce? Because that is as hot or hotter than an extract. It'll last us. I'll just use a little bit. No, we went through half a bottle in our first sitting. So I think it's wrong. I think people need to stop doing that. I hate it when I see these products, like on Amazon, they have these cheese balls that Spicy Cam ate them and a bunch of people bought them. It says right on the bag that they are 2.2 million. Really? They're barely hot. And it's not the 2.2 million, they're not, but the pepper they used, which is Reaper. Come on. Go look at test results. Somebody sent me some test results, and I seen one where the Reaper tested at a little over 500,000. I've seen other ones where they tested 800,000, a million, 1.1 million. But the Reaper is, supposedly somebody got a high once as 2.2. They sent away for testing. Even Guinness said the average is over 1.6 million. Well, how come we're not? If that's the average, how come we're not seeing them test results? All the people that have bought Reaper and grown Reaper over the years, you'd think it would be there. You'd see it.
I think the baby feels better.
Oh my God. Now go out and buy yourself some habaneros from the grocery store. Don't matter where you get them from. Dry them out and send it away for testing. And then go to another store. And then go to somebody that grows them. What you're going to see is all those numbers are going to be very close. Okay? 250,000, 300,000. And it's going to be so close that when you do an average, it's going to be like right here. You know. So, to say the Reaper averaged 1.6 million, there's no proof of it at all. So, this is so good. Thank you, Stephen Happy, once again. That is the bomb. You can taste the peppers in there. Right away. As soon as I open, I smell them. As soon as I taste it, I taste them. It's hot, but it's not overpowering because of it's in the honey. This is excellent stuff right here. Oh, man. All right, let me look at some comments here and see what is going on. All right. Sure Warlock plays. What do I think of Pepper Guru? Rich? Oh, I think he's the best. He is it, man. He's the best grower out there. He's very knowledgeable. Look at his plants. Look at his production. Look at his yields. And he's got a good thing going, man.
Is that the dude that made that post?
No.
Sorry,
Anyways,
I even asked. I just
no,
don't know how to keep up with all these people.
That was Pepper Man, but Pepper Guru. Rich is an excellent grower. And I would suggest to anyone, if you're getting into growing peppers, go check out, he's got a group, Pepper Growing Fundamentals. Somebody just added me to it last week, so I didn't even know there was a group, but if you want to know how to grow peppers, watch that freaking guy, okay? Now, if you got the room to have a freaking huge greenhouse, and you want to do the hydroponics or aeroponics, it's most people don't have the money or time for that, but check out Jukka Vitali over in Finland. He's got that dialed in. But I'll tell you right now, I've seen a lot of good growers make a lot of mistakes. And I've seen a lot of good growers change up their style after years. It's never too late to change, man. Don't stick to something because 5 years ago you did a YouTube video and said this is the best way, and then you find out it's not. Make another video. Tell people, hey, I tried this. It didn't really, you know. I don't know what this is, this Q&A sticker. I don't know. I don't know what that did. Your useless talent. Okay, let me see here. Imagine being one of the celebs on Hot Ones like DJ Khaled that bailed out on a sauce that was no hotter than a jalapeno. I know. That's right. Odin, what's good?
Who bailed out on the
Hey,
sauce
Seth
and
Lane is in the Sip Chomper is in the building. What's up, Sip?
Hello.
I love you guys, man. I'm glad to see all you guys jumping on, man, just so I can complain about how this doesn't have the word Carolina in front of Reaper. No. Excellent stuff right here. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, try to stay out of the drama with the pepper community stuff as much as possible, but also stand your ground, man. Stand your ground. I've seen a lot of dirty stuff, and listen, man, and I know things that people don't, I don't put everything public. I don't say everything, okay? So a lot of people might think I don't know what's going on, and I know a lot of what's going on. And I can tell you this, that, you know, there's been times, like this history, sorry, honey, this history of this pepper community, you know, I've only been in it since 2021, so watching and hearing the stories of the big divides, right? Like, I mean, Ed Curry and Pepper Joe partnered, and Pepper Joe helped promote the Reaper before it was even the Reaper. It had another name. It was like H something B2 or something 222. They had a falling out, and then there was the split between this company and this one, or this guy and these two growers and this. And so a lot of them, when you come in, you don't hear about the stuff. You don't know. And that's how you get scammed. Listen, the first person I ever got scammed by was a straight-up pickle situation, 100%. His name was Branson. Patrick Branson was his name.
Are you sure? Because I didn't want you saying the wrong name.
No, it was Patrick. It was Patrick. I forgot his middle name, but Patrick Branson. He was someone that grew, that had pictures of his peppers, and he made hot sauce a little bit like a hobbyist. And he lived in North Carolina, and he had a killer list, just like Pickles puts up. And the seeds were cheap. So guess what? I sent him $40. I sent him $40. And by the way, he planned on going to the NC Hot Sauce Contest. Yeah, he didn't go. But anyways, he planned on going there, and I sent him $40, and he made me do it family and friends, of course, which I understand that because you don't want to get charged the fees, right? But I also was a little sketchy about it. Why? Because my wife my only thing I used for PayPal back then was my wife's stuff. She ordered rare plants and stuff, and she had people wanted to do family and friends because they didn't want to get charged the fees. They didn't want to pay taxes on it. And I felt real sketchy about family and friends. Trust me. Ask her. She's standing right here. But anyways, I sent him the $40. Never got no seeds. Sent him a message. And then I said, hey, man. He said, oh, no, man, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I'm packing them up tomorrow and this, that. And then I finally messaged him back, and I'm like, well, just come to I'll see you at the Hot Sauce Festival, you know? No, he didn't show up there, and he did not, he didn't give me my seeds. And come to find out, I talked to some people that knew him, and he had a drug problem, you know? And he was actually into, and I pray for him, I do. I hope he got off that stuff, you know? I've been there. I mean, I'll be honest with you, back when I was a freaking crackhead and I was robbing people, if I would have had Facebook...
He still has a bullet in his leg.
Found how I could just get money sent to me just by making something up on there, oh my gosh, I would have done it. So I understand, you know, I understand being on drugs and all that and ripping people off. I mean, hey, if you're on drugs, you don't care about nothing. You don't care about yourself, your kids, your family. What the hell you care about ripping somebody off for $40? I guess the guy had a drug problem, and he had, he went, and one of the group I was in where I actually bought from him. One of the admins actually sent me some free seeds to make up for it. Two of them offered, and I said no to both of them. Then one of them just kept bothering me and, give me your address, man. I want to do this. I said okay. And so yeah, I got seeds out of it anyway. And he got banned from that group. He got banned from every pepper group we went and showed everybody. And he ripped off a bunch of people. It was the same thing as pickles, man. It was the same thing as pickles. So, when I came in, I found out not to buy seeds from Pepper Joe's. Back then, they were selling Carolina Reaper seeds. They would grow as habaneros. I got ripped off right off the bat. First purchase, I was robbed. And so there was some stuff, man, going on. So it was literally, I remember my first box of pods I ever ordered. At first I ordered a guy from Josh Heaton, and I don't know if he's growing anymore. He grew and then he stopped, then he grew one more year, but he had the sickest grow I've still seen to this day. He's from here where we live now, but he moved out to Mississippi. And I ordered pods from him, and me and my wife reviewed a bunch of them, and I made some sauce and stuff, man. They were just great. And then I ordered another box. I see I could trust them in a small box. I ordered a medium box from them. And then Nick Kemp's. I remember I hesitated on Nick Kemp's. He was going to be my first person, but he wanted $30. The other guy was 25, and so I finally ordered from him. And then I started ordering sauces after a while. And so I seen that the glass bottles aren't going to break in the mail, which is was something I was always scared of with ordering stuff. And I seen that if people have a good reputation, that's who you go to. You go to them. Let me look at the Q&A here. I don't even know if that thing's working. Yeah, he does. So Tone says, before Super Hot Pickles was a good dude. Exactly. So here's what happened. Let me tell you what happened with him. He was sniffing.
Do you ever talk about anything besides pickles now?
No, someone just brought it up in the chat. But anyways, I was talking about something totally different. But I don't just talk about pickles, and I'm done talking about them. If I'll be honest, that's one of the things I want to say. To make a statement is this. I had a friend the other night on Facebook. He might watch this video. He sent me a private message and we talked, but he's promoting pickles. And he bought from them. And he's got little plants growing right now, and he's like, everything's cool, man. And I'm like, I don't think so. And I just tried to talk to him. We talked nice and we were cordial. He got a little nasty with me in the beginning, but whatever. I don't care at this point. That was the last person I'm ever warning about pickles. I don't care. I don't care because guess what? If you brand spanking new, which is most of the people he's getting, except this guy, which I don't know what the hell happened, but if you're brand spanking new in the pepper community and you come in and you get ripped off, then guess what? You're going to learn your lesson and you're going to do what I did and just research better. Hopefully it's not for a lot of money. Hopefully you don't grow out the jalapenos. Right now he's not even sending people's orders, so which is good. I'd rather just them get robbed than actually grow the next year and get a bunch of jalapenos. But like Tone said, Pickles was legit. I promoted him like crazy. I helped him sell a ton of seeds. He was very good to me. I was good to him. Everything I got from him for 2 seasons grew true and was isolated. Everything. There was nothing, no accident, no crossing, nothing. Everything germinated good and grew true. And so I really promoted him. And then after the Super Hot thing, he had went out to Cali and he left his plane. He had to do a filming shoot out there. At which time he was bragging to multiple people, not just one, that he was sniffing cocaine in the bathroom and in between shoots and going here and there. And I believe it. There's pictures of him with some of it on his nose and stuff, He left his grow unattended when his plants were seedlings and they died. He could have set a timer.
He might not have even been doing any drugs before Super Hot.
Yeah, and either way,
he might just met some pretty little girls during it, and they were doing drugs.
Yeah, and he told the producers that he was making $3,000 a day off of selling seeds. No one makes that off of seeds. So, I mean, he literally thought this thing was going to make him famous and rich, and he let his grow die and did not bother to germinate any more seeds. So he didn't have a grow in 2023. He He didn't have a grow. He had a couple of overwintered plants, and he I think it was 2024. Yeah, I think 2024 he had some plants that year or whatever, and he just started selling stuff, renaming everything. He's literally claims that he has made over 50 crosses in the past couple of years, and he came out with over 50 crosses last year. Not a single one of them is anything he bred. He's just renaming peppers.
I'm going to say something real quick because I have to leave, and I'm just going to be really short.
Go ahead.
If you see this video, Pickles, which you might not, but maybe somebody will send it to you. I do see your video saying that nobody cares about you, we don't care about you, I don't care about you, and we want terrible things to happen to you, and we've done terrible things to you, and whatever. I don't care about the lies, but I care about that you might believe that we don't actually care about you, and we do. More importantly, God cares about you. God cares about you a lot because God cares about you. We care about you. We care about everybody. We care about you even more than some people because we feel like we know you a little better, and I kind of feel like you're like more innocent than some of the worst people, you know. Even though you're doing these things, like, I don't feel like you're like a terrible, horrible, worst of the worst or anything. No. Like, I don't think that about you at all. I think you're in a really, really weird place. And we warn people about you because we don't want other people to end up in a bad place where they're like buying tons of your seeds, relying on them to support their business, and then they have this large grow of all these things that they didn't want, and they have to shut down. That's happened to some people.
It has happened.
I was one of the first people who said not to buy your seeds, warning people for this not to happen, and then it did happen. And I'm not in the pepper community, so I only said that in one video. I kind of wish I went harder about it.
Yeah.
But it's not because I don't love you. I love you more than the people that are losing their businesses, because I don't even know who they are. I don't know their names. At least I know your name. I know who you are. I feel like I know you a tiny bit about what you're about, and I have love for you.
That's right.
And we just want you and everyone else to be okay.
Yeah, my wife has said from the beginning, pray for. I do. I probably pray for him more than my own family. Because I mean, of course, I pray for my family, but some days I don't feel like maybe I don't feel the need to because there's a good day for them or something. I don't know, but I know one thing is Pickles. I pray for him probably every single day. I do, man. I think he's in a bad spot. I'm a former drug addict. I know what it's like, and I have compassion, but you can't just keep robbing everybody. There's people that their lives and livelihoods were ruined over from Jimmy Pickles. That he sold them. They bought. Look at he's selling right now. Do the math on this. $19.99. Okay. $19.99. 234 packs of seeds. It's going to be at least $10 to ship that much. To ship that much is, I don't care where you send it, it's going to be at least $10. Okay. So that means he's getting, if he sends them, which he's not, $10 in his pocket for 234 types. That's 2 cents per pack of seeds. Okay, that's insanity. Okay, no one's doing that. He doesn't have the operation. He doesn't have it. The seeds he's got is from like either dried chilies from the store. Listen, Dr. Duck Butter. Look at his grower was ruined. He's a good friend of mine. This is lemon ghostly jalapeno. It's a cayenne. This is a Carolina Reaper or whatever. It's a cayenne, and it's all cayenne. So people got jalapenos and cayennes. And what's his excuse? The excuse is Jim Duffy was standing outside my house and he had people break in and all this and yeah, like just the most ridiculous stories. They're so outrageous. So we do pray for Pickles, but yeah, and I made a video about him. Matter of fact, that's the only video I've ever made about him, like a full video. All right, there's Johnny. What's good, Johnny?
We have family that are doing no better than Pickles right now. We pray for them too. We
Johnny.
Love them, but we would not, as their family, enable them to be able to buy even more drugs or do even more damage to people.
No.
We would do anything we could for them if they would let us, but they won't.
Yeah. But check this out. If you guys, you know, if you're believers in Christ, pray for Jimmy Pickles. And, you know, he needs help. He needs somebody to go get him. He needs to be extracted from the place he's at. Like, someone needs to go and pick him up, take him away from there, get him away from the neighborhood he's in. You know, he claims he's not getting high anymore.
Machine gun preacher style.
We know he was getting high. He claims now he's not, but it's like, where's all the money going? He scammed people last week. Pay attention, because I used to be a freaking crackhead. He scammed people for $170. Okay, $170. What's he do when he got that money? He disappears for a day and a half off Facebook. No, Pickles doesn't be off Facebook for a day and a half unless he has money. What happened when he borrowed the money from his estate when his mother died? He got a lot of money then. Where was he? Not on Facebook for over 2 months. Then he comes back begging for money. And I lost my phone and all this stuff. And that's when he started scamming people worse than ever. Jalapeno seeds, Thai pepper seeds, or cayenne, whatever they are. And then he got to the point where he just stopped sending stuff to people, you know? And now he did go buy a bunch of little baggies, and he showed this on a video. Like, there's other stuff he don't show. He says, I de-seed my peppers on video. There isn't a single video of him de-seeding peppers recently. He's got growers growing fresh pods for him. He's selling for $15 a box, which it's $12 to ship a box. So that means he's getting $3 for a half a pound of peppers that are getting shipped to him. So they're losing money by shipping him peppers, and then he's only getting $3 in his pocket. Or maybe if he splits that, that's $1.50 towards their shipping. It's impossible. All of it's impossible. So the only people that fall for that is newbies. So yeah. But anyways, we pray for Pickles.
Pray for discernment for yourselves to understand who you can trust in this world, because things are not as they appear.
Amen, Jeremy.
That's a side note. That has nothing to do with Pickles.
Happy New Year, Franklin. Narcogenic says, I can summon tuna fish. Do it. Do it. I've never caught a tuna. I did go deep sea fishing a few times. And I caught a shark. And I caught a lot of other fish. But I never got a tuna. So
I will never fish.
Tuna.
I am not allowed to go fishing with my family because I sit there and I cry about the fish. Not literally. I don't sob or cry. I just make little comments about my concern for them.
Uriah says, yo, I've been watching you on and off, and just gotta say I like you a lot, and I poop in a mason jar and huff it. You know what? My wife used to do that, and yeah, that's how she married me. She was high.
Don't make disgusting jokes to the trolls about, or have me in the sentence.
Yeah, she's reformed now. No, just kidding. That is probably the most interesting comment I've ever got. It's not the most vile or disgusting, but it's definitely the most interesting. Yeah,
no,
that's
it's
right.
not interesting to be that disgusting, but what doesn't bother us because we're not that kind of Christian.
Yeah, we're not the type that huff anything.
So good luck trying to upset us. We're unupsettable.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like, dude, like people have like threatened to like rape my wife and kill my kids online and stuff. You can't let it get to you, man. You can't.
You have no idea what we actually deal with in real life. It's way worse than y'all could say to us, and we don't even care about that.
Yeah. I've been doxxed and threatened, guns pulled on me, shot.
Oh, please, that's bullshit. There's a lot worse things that we can't say.
I know. I'm just saying. But anyways, this stuff is really good. I'm glad you guys jumped on today. Yeah, try your best, man, to stay out of the drama. You know. This is what's crazy. You want to know something? Here's what I can't stand, though. I see people talking about, be kind, and I'm drama free, and they're the same people that start drama a lot of times. It's like
be real careful with people who claim they're not drama.
Yeah,
that's a red flag in this community. It seems.
Yeah.
In real life, I don't know if that would be a red flag, but it seems to be.
What's up?
In the pepper community.
Yeah, this stuff is killer, man. I'll do a little dab here. I just ran out of crackers. I put it on crackers just to try
I pray
it out.
for y'all trolls too. I do. We care about you people that we don't even know who you are.
Oh.
Because everyone has infinite value. That's what y'all people need to learn.
Hits the back of the
Everybody,
throat,
including yourself, you have infinite value.
It's hot.
You're created in the image of God, and that makes you eternally valuable.
Yeah. Don't you guys love my live streams? It's just the Bullcow house uncut, man. You know? Kids playing in the background, me and Vince and Bullcow just talking how we talk normally. So the lives, I don't get to do them that often. But anyways, guys, I do have a lot of hot sauce reviews coming up. Thank you to everybody that sent me sauces over the last couple months, or what, you know, however long. I don't have a lot of money to spend. You know, I do got some stuff I bought. A couple of these Buc-ee's. I'll tell you right now.
If I throw
I'm not
some
looking forward to reviewing
chicken
this.
outdoor the back for the cat, am I going to be on the video?
Yes,
Oh,
you
no.
definitely will. Just wait a minute. This says 7-pot Primo. Does that look like there's any 7-pot Primo in there? No, it's Tomatillos, man. False advertising. I bought it anyway, and I've seen people complaining about it. One person, I just seen somebody in one of the hot sauce groups. Some of you guys might have seen that post that said they were disappointed. They bought this and it had no heat. And the last time that they tried it, Chili Eskimo was good. They said that it had heat. So I don't know. I don't care at this point if it has heat. I want it to taste good. I don't want to waste my money. It was $5. So, and this hot cheddar, I intrigued by this. You know, when I went up to Buc-ee's, I grabbed it. But this here, Dill Pickle Reaper, I bet you this is really good. This is the one I'm looking forward to trying because I don't have any hot pickle sauces. Let's show you guys real quick what we got. I got more at work. So another one from Sakari. They got the most unique sauce. I'm telling you right now, the sauce I had from them, wow. This is Stephen Happy sent me this. Stephen Happy sent me these too. A whole bunch of stuff.
I got something to say. When y'all go into this new year, when you're having little petty beefs with everyone, like everyone likes to seem to do, can you please remember that no matter how much you don't like somebody, how much they make you mad, or what they do to you, or what they're doing with their life, that it doesn't change their value. They are still eternally valuable. Like
Thank you,
said.
Sip. Sip Chomper is on it. This is the El Yucateco, a coffee.
And
hot
y'all
sauce.
deeply affect people with the way you treat and act towards them.
Yeah, and I want to apologize. That I lose my temper quickly sometimes too, guys. Listen, I'm not immune to it. Just because I'm a little bit older and wiser, and you know I'm a Christian, I still, when I see something and it pisses me off, man, on Facebook, there's times where I will just share it.
Which is not a luxury that you Christians can be afforded. I don't care if you're part of the pepper community and you have a spicy personality or where you're from or what your culture is, put a lid on it. If you're trying to represent Christ in public, put a lid on it. Nobody cares what your opinion is.
Oh.
Tell them what Christ's opinion is.
Oh, look at this. I got a bunch of Hellfire stuff here, man. So this one, you guys have seen that little logo there before, the Devil's Blend. There is, I just did the Devil's Blend Salsa Verde, the salsa the other day. You guys last week seen the video up. But they have the green Verde, they have the red, and this one, I didn't know they even had this. And then I was like, wait a minute. So this is a Scotch bonnet sauce from Hellfire. Every sauce I've ever had from them is, and I do have another Hellboy. I did the Ungram, whatever it's called. I can't pronounce it. This one here. I did the other one. I went through that bottle in a day.
I encourage all you Christian pepperheads, do not grow weary of doing good. Do not go too far to be too accepting that you can't tell people the truth, and don't go too far to the truth that you can't be loving.
Right.
You need to achieve balance.
Yeah, be balanced.
This is a new year, and this is a new time, and this is the end times coming faster and faster, no matter when it happens. And you're supposed to be growing in your sanctification, so live it out this year. Pray hard, fast, and draw near to God, and be who you're supposed to be.
All right, so this is Yemima's. So this is the last sauce I got from her.
Fast from the pepper community drama.
Yeah, you know what?
Fast from Facebook.
Let me talk about this. My wife said the other day, that, social media it's dopamine. You just keep going back to it. We've struggled with it. Me more than her, but doesn't matter. We both struggle with it, and I know a lot of you guys can understand this.
Fast from
We
pepper
just jump
eating, fast
on
from
there.
addiction.
We just jump on there and you're scrolling, and then you're like, you just had enough, and you put it down. But then you get bored and you go back to it. I'm real bad with that. I'm ADD. But check this out. She said something that really stuck out to me. She's not just the social media. She said the drama is addicting. Like it's giving you dopamine.
Yeah, there's positive people and things in this community you can focus on.
That's the thing. Is like I'm just like, well, where's this going now? And I go look at it. It's like a bad wreck. You're driving by. You should not look.
No rubbernecking.
And guess what? You rubberneck, and you almost hit the guy in front of you who's rubbernecking. You see, that's how a lot of car accidents happen. I've had so many accidents almost happen because 4 lanes on the other side going the other direction. There's a crash. There's nothing to do with me. Now, what I do when I drive by these crashes, I put my hand up like this, and I pray for them people. I do. This might sound stupid, and I don't care what anyone thinks, but when I see somebody broke down sometimes, they're just got a flat tire or something half the time, but I pray for them to get to work on time and, whatnot. But when I see a bad crash, I'll look for a second, and I'm very good at it, okay, because I'm a good driver. But it's like, man, I see the people in front of me just put their brakes on, and I'm like, whoa. Hold on, hombre. Yeah, you got to put a stop there. All right, let me look at the comments one more time here. Holy cow, a whole bunch of them. Clayton Hollingsworth is in the building.
Focus on
Blake
your
Anderson,
own
what's
sins
up?
and not the sins of all the other people.
Pepper Gardner, Happy New Year, brother. Joshua Maxwell is in the house. So Cowboy Baby Yoda. I love it. Can you get... Does there get any
I
name?
identify as Cowboy Baby Yoda.
There's not a single name better than that at all. Wow, that's awesome. Baby Yoda is what I used to call my daughter.
No, it's what you called both of them.
Both of them, yeah. I call both of them Baby Yoda.
I wouldn't be surprised if you called your other 2 kids that do.
Yeah, but Cowboy Baby Yoda, heck yeah, man. That is awesome. Yeah, man, that's right. Thank you, Pepper Gardner. Wow, I'm glad you guys all jumped on, man. I haven't done a live in a while, and I know how it is. Some lives. This one was just a review, and Stephen Happy, thank you once again. He'll probably watch this later, but this is excellent. I don't know who made it. The company, maybe Steve made this. I'm not sure. He might have made this himself. If you did make it, Steve, you did an excellent job, brother. This is top notch, man. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. I can tell it's good quality honey for one. But I also
There's so many good sauce makers. I can't even keep up with them.
Yeah. And I'm retired. Praise God. And
sit down, baby.
Andy Derb said your wife is making perfect sense with the praying hands on the cross. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, she is, man. Listen.
I know a lot of y'all are preaching to the choir, but just remember that y'all have to rely on each other. All y'all positive people rely on each other and build each other up and encourage each other. And don't let these people bring you down, because you have to be a light to them.
Yeah.
They need you.
And I'm going to tell you something. And this is something I said, and I don't remember word for word what I said on, it was a thread on Facebook about some drama and some cancel culture stuff and everything. And the one thing I said on there was somebody had posted something, and they said, it was like, the message was like, oh, somebody said this. And I had said, well, why don't you ask them who said that, and then go to that person one-on-one. Why? Because that's what's biblical. That's what's, listen, another thing is this. It's just common sense. When you talk on public threads, pride gets involved. You don't want people to see you're wrong. That's the one problem I have right now with society. One of the biggest things I've ever seen,
I don't want you to fall.
that people are prideful like never before.
After you sit down.
And they never want to say my bad. I have learned over the years, don't get me wrong, I'm still a bull. I'm still stubborn sometimes. But I've learned over the years that laughing at my mistakes is good for me. And I know when I've said my bad, or I've said I'm sorry, I was wrong about this. And even the Pepper community, I've said, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. And I've had it. I don't want to hear it. I already know I'm going to get 10 I told you so's from my wife, but let me just say this, that, she's even said before,
You're not supposed to say I told you so.
watch out for that guy.
I'm not good at not saying I told you so.
Act
I'm
nice,
not
but
really
they're
trying to
not.
be mean. I'm just trying to help him
Choose
remember
right.
to try and pay attention to what I say in the future so he doesn't get burnt again.
But I'll tell you this. I was going back to one of the comments where I said, I said people are afraid to just say my bad and move on. They want to ride the lies till the end. There's people out there that people that rename peppers and people have stolen stuff. People that did this. People that slandered behind people's back. And they lie, and it goes right till the end, and they just want to attack, and then go behind your back and get more people after you. And it's all just to cover up that they made a mistake.
Hey, y'all.
Own it. Just
I know
come
there's
out and
tons
say, I'm sorry.
of people on this live that are not actually Christians, and don't think I don't understand where you're coming from at all. I was an atheist until my mid or late 20s. I was an atheist from the age of 11, and I grew up in an atheist family.
And do yours, ball.
And I completely understand.
dropped.
And I was extremely atheist. I wasn't kind of atheist or agnostic. I was atheist. And I just want you to know that when you're dealing with Christians, the Christians in these community that claim they're Christian, some of them are going to be false converts and they're not going to be Christians. Some of them are going to be representing Christ very well, and then some of them are going to be real Christians that are not doing a good job representing Christ, okay? But you can't judge God and Jesus. Jesus is God. You can't judge him by his followers, by the people who claim to be his, by the people who are his that are not doing a good job, because we aren't him.
Amen, Clayton.
And he is saving the worst of the worst. So some of us, okay, when a Christian is born again, they are a different person, okay? They're completely different. But I heard a preacher say once, some Christians are caterpillars that become butterflies, and some Christians are maggots that become flies. So some people were just so bad before they are Christian that they're gonna not be as nice as a non-Christian person. But that doesn't mean they're not changed. That doesn't mean they're not different and that Jesus isn't doing a great work in their life and that they're not getting better every day. And don't let them affect the way you view God, because God is nothing like us. We are a very poor reflection that we're trying our best, but we're not doing it. None of us are. Even the best of the best, we're not accomplishing to be like Christ.
That's right. Yeah, and we struggle every day. Every day is a struggle. And I prayed today for me to be wise, to be prayerful. I prayed for people that I'm angry at. Like, I see stuff, and the one thing that really bothered me about a lot of what's going on is there was some behind the scenes things done against myself, and I don't care that they were. And I feel relieved now that I shut the hot sauce company down, and that I there's a lot of times I bit my tongue in certain situations because I had a company and I need to provide for my family, and I don't have that no more. So the gloves are off if they have to be. That's that simple. But I prayed this morning, and I don't want to be vengeful. I told my wife, I'm praying for this. I don't always discuss stuff like that with her because I'm not home. I'm on my way to work. When I go to sleep, like last night I went to sleep and watching a bunch of drama in the Pepper community and these threads and these comments, and I went to sleep and I was angry. You're not supposed to do that. But I woke up today and I felt a sense of, like, let me try to be graceful. Let me be kind, and let me hope that everything, works its way out. But what my whole thing was with one of the situations, the last one that I've dealt with, is someone saying, "Oh, some people reached out to me, and so I can't have anything to do with you no more because some people." Name the some people. That's what I have to say.
Don't be too specific.
I'm not. But I'm saying start naming names. Because that's the only way that stuff's going to get resolved. Because with this a little birdie told me, and this Candace Owens crap.
People are intentionally ambiguous, and it's not honest.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, if I run into that ever again, because I've dealt with it and I've let it ride, ever again, some people or my sponsors or these people or that, any of it again ever happens, the next time a little birdie, next time any of that is involves me, whoever says it, I am going to tell them, you're going to name who said it right now. If you do not, then I'm going to go after you.
I don't think you should be so specific. And don't say after you like
I'm
you're
just
actually
saying,
going to be
I will
vengeful.
expose you.
But I
because
don't.
I think you're lying.
But I have an opinion about if somebody can't just make a choice and own it and not blame other people, because that's a cop-out.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, because my suggestion is find out what the issue was. So if someone, if person X has a problem with person Y, and I'm person Z, and I tell person Y, hey, someone has a problem with you, and they say,
Also,
well, who is
if
it?
you,
well, I don't really want to tell
also,
you, but I can't talk to you anymore because
if people want to
it's crap.
insult people, can people just be? Can you just say what you want to say? Come out and say it. Don't be patronizing. Don't pretend you're being nice when
Mr.
you're
Smith.
not being nice.
All right, Mr. Smith, what's good? That's right. I don't know if there's more comments coming through. I think my comment section it stops sometimes, but let's just see. I don't know. The last comment I see is from Noah. He said he prays for all those that don't prays for those that do not believe in God. Regardless, in the end, they all come face to face with Him. That's right. Everybody will be a believer. Not all people.
Everyone is going to live forever.
But everyone will. You're either
we
going
literally
to heaven
do
or
have
hell.
eternal
you are
value.
going to face God. You are going to bow.
But unfortunately, if you do not get it right with God, you won't be going to heaven. Yeah. And the devil's not in charge of hell. God is. And whatever your opinion about that is, the devil's not going to be throwing a party. It's going to be eternal torment. And it's not something you don't have the opportunity to get out of. You have the rest of your life to get out of it. And the rest of your life might be today. So just get right.
Yeah, so repent and turn to Christ. Anybody that has not done so already, I would say go to God. God can help us with all of the things that get in our way and that come between us. And I'll tell you right now, it's all that keeps me going, because by my nature, I am a freaking ADD nut job person. So I would say, and stay out of the pepper community. What's up, Jason?
The way to get out of it is to know you're a sinner. Don't pretend you're a saint. Don't look at other people and say, "Oh, I'm going to heaven because I'm better than them." You are not comparing yourself to other people in order to get in heaven. Your only comparison is Christ, and He's perfect. So that every single person is headed for hell. You have to get right with God, or there's only one place that you can go, because you cannot rely on your own righteousness. No matter how good you think you are, no matter how much better than everybody else you think you are, because they look so drastically worse in comparison. No matter how much you've been hurt by evil people, and you have pride in the fact that you haven't hurt people that much, you must repent and believe in Christ and look to the cross and let Him impart His righteousness to you, which is a free gift that He gave, died for you, because out of His great love, God sent Him to die for you, and He willingly gave up Himself. And it's all out of His passion for humanity, because we have eternal value, and He would love us all to come to Him. He's waiting with open arms. He's not looking down His nose at anybody, because we are all in the same lowly position. He's high above us all, but none of us have an exalted position in front of Christ. We are all the lowest of the low. And unless you realize you're the lowest of the low, you can't be saved, because you won't recognize that you're a sinner, and you won't call out to Him for help. So that's why there's so many bad people that are Christians that make everyone that's not a Christian disgusted by how could you say you're a righteous person compared to me when I haven't done all the terrible things you do.
Yeah, it's hot
because
sauce.
We are capable of seeing our faults and bringing them before Christ and saying, "Please save us. We are evil. We need you." And a lot of the nicest people in the world, they're never going to be saved because they're too obsessed with thinking they're better than everyone else morally. And actually, when you have that much pride in your own morality, your heart is as black as night, and it's even worse than some of the people you think are the worst because of their deeds.
Yeah, and that's why you have to be careful with that stuff. Listen, I'm going to get going, but I have lots of friends, man. And I'll tell you right now, I am friends with some people that, like, as far as Alan Graham in the building, I am friends with some people that I see as very wise and holy. Okay, I'm friends with people like that, and I need those people in my life. Okay, but I'm also friends with some people that they don't act very Christ-like. They're very loud, and some are obnoxious, some are ranters, and trust me, my wife knows. She hears some of the conversations.
Maybe they were maggots that became flies.
Yes, and so I'm friends with, and there'll come a point with some people where I might actually say, hang on a second, man, you are not acting Christ-like at all for a long time now. Maybe you're not, or something. There's other times where I'm just patient and I look, and also, look at someone like us. Me and my wife are both ADHD. We're we came from the streets, and we're very vocal on things. And we're just,
we are the maggots that became flies.
Yeah, we're loose cannons sometimes, and I have to pray for God to keep me humble, and I'm at a point now where I'm kind of like, I feel kind of relieved because I stopped the hot sauce business. I do. I don't feel like I don't have that. There was certain kind of professionalism, and I still want to be professional, all right? But there was a certain kind of professionalism that I struggled with, because when I seen an injustice or something, I'm like, if I say something about it, I'm going to lose customers. I would say something anyway, But yeah, that's just how it is.
Oh, I'm going to talk about some other stuff. Since I spoke to Pickles directly, to let him know I love him, I want to let other people know I love him, because I know. Because some people might be friends with me on Facebook, and I post things that are about repentance from LGBT. I post things that are repentance from Islam, okay? That's some stuff that really makes people mad. But I want you to know that the reason I talk about those things is not because I hate those things. It's because I used to be LGBTQ. I used to be in a very long-term relationship with a Muslim. I was basically a Muslim, okay? I was trying to become a Muslim. I was basically the second wife of a Muslim. Because as you know, they have more than one wife, okay? I was raising his child. I was in multiple relationships with women, okay? My first relationship was with a woman at the age of, with a little girl at the age of 12 years old, okay? My first crush was my 12-year-old friend, okay? Like, I talk about these things because I am repentant from those things, and I have the right to talk about those things because they're part of my testimony. And if you want to be mad about it, that's fine, but don't think I hate you, because that's not true. I was you, or some version of a watered-down version of you. I was not a full Muslim, okay? I did not know as much about Islam as other people. But I lived 5 years of my life not ever being around anyone that wasn't Muslim, okay? I was trying hard to get my person I was in a relationship with to go to mosque, because I was really wanted to be Muslim, but he was just not a good Muslim. He was from Cairo, and his parents were very devout Muslims. His entire family very, very devout Muslims. But he was living a corrupted lifestyle, and he believed he would go to hell no matter what. So there was no point in trying to be a good Muslim, and I couldn't even get him to go to mosque, or else I would have been there.
Yeah. Anyways, yes.
And Chris was too. Chris was, strangely enough, for some reason, self-identified as a Black Hebrew Israelite. I don't know what that means for this cracker, but but he was. He spent a lot of time in prison with them, and somehow, if he had joined a prison gang, which he would not have, it would have probably been a Black Hebrew Israelite gang, and they probably would have let him in.
I don't know.
And just said
they tried indoctrinating.
Something's wrong with his skin. He's albino.
They never said. Listen. The Israelites that I dealt with in New York State prison system were not racist. Okay, I don't know what the hell they were trying to teach me their ways, and they never once said that white people ain't going to heaven. Like the ones that are out in the streets now, but they want numbers, so they of course was only them. They are the true Jews, and only them were going to heaven. Well, now then they brought in the American Indians, and now they brought in the Puerto Ricans, and they're like, you need to stand up and fight with us against the white man, and the white man's the devil, and all this other stuff. So, all right, guys, we're gonna get going. We've been on here for over an hour. Uncle Bull Cow and Mrs. Bull Cow freaking love you.